What's going on, everybody? So today I'm taking a little road trip to a buddy's house, actually a customer of mine and buddy. So we're taking a little road trip. We're doing some trading. He's wanted this torch that I've had for a while. I finally fragged it. So he's got some stuff for me that he fragged up, some Zoas and whatnot. So on my way there, right after this, and once we get there, I'm just show you his tanks and everything. He's got this one nice tank that he just set up recently, within a year, and he sent me pictures of it and everything, and it's gorgeous. So I figured I would share it with you guys so you can enjoy it just as much as he does and I do. So let's get this show on the road. Alright, so all the tanks are in the basement. As you come down, this is like his man cave area. We got old Louie here, waiting patiently. So this is a cool tank. I'm just going to kind of show you the tanks and everything, and then he's just going to briefly like describe. This is just like a little 45-gallon Peninsula tank. He uses it for basically just like semi-quarantining corals and whatnot. If he gets new corals, he'll put them in here before he puts them into the main display. So not really too much to see in here, but so this is the main showpiece that we came to see. It's a Marineland 180. We'll let him take over and explain. He's got a bunch of different corals in here, fish and everything. I mean, this thing is just gorgeous. I'm not an acro guy, so there's a boatload of SPS in here, as you can see, all over the place. That's like Chinese to me because I kill those things. But so I'll let him take over, and he's just going to explain to you what corals are, what's what, and that way, you know, when you, as you're watching, you could, you know, identify what they are, and maybe, you know, go to your local store or find somebody online who's selling one, and you can have one yourself.
So it's basically just a mixed reef, because I like having a mixture of everything in my tanks, you know. All the SPS are up top, that way they get more flow, more light. LPS kind of in the middle section. Obviously, I don't want them to get as much flow and light. Zoas are over there. I kind of like to keep all my corals in groups for whatever reason. Not that it matters, but I'm OCD like that.
We all have our OCD.
Right. Bare bottom tank. Just like to have a lot of flow to blow out the detritus in my sump, and pretty much it. Radions and T5s for the lighting.
I don't know if the camera's going to focus too well on those, but we'll show you those. It's a nice little combo kit. I've seen these before on tanks. That really helps with coral growth from what I've heard. As you can see, I'm trying to get over here.
It stops a lot of the shadowing too, and like the spotlight effect you get from the radions. The T5s give great coverage in them.
Yeah, so you can see the radions are in the center here, and it's got the T5s on each side. So just basically just an extra bonus of light, which obviously the corals will thank you for. But and then of course we got man Louie here, hanging out in the man cave. And then he's got this little tank over here. This used to be a quarantine tank until his son seen this fish at the store and just had to have it. And a little coral beauty. So this is his, son's coral beauty tank / quarantine if he gets some new fish. But is what I really want to show you guys is the sump. So the sump is actually behind this wall here. You can see the pipes coming here. This is obviously the return and overflow. It goes through the wall back through there to where his sump is, and this peninsula is actually hooked up to the same sump as well. You can see the return and overflow line there. So let's go back in there and we'll check that out. Alright, so here's behind the wall that I was just showing you. Well, like I said, I'll let him explain because obviously I'm clueless to this. This isn't my system, so we'll let him take over from here, but this is the sump.
So the sump is actually pretty basic. It's literally just a tub with a filter sock. And when all the detritus drains in the sump that flows out of my tanks, when I do water change, I just siphon it up. It's an easy way to get rid of detritus removal. And big skimmer, auto top off obviously. And that's about it for like actual filtration.
So let's tell them about this thing over here on the wall.
So I run a CO2 scrubber, which helps keep my pH great. I wasn't having real good luck with my pH, barely hitting 8. So I tried that out, and then it's working pretty good. I've been hitting 8.4 most of the time, and I noticed a huge consumption of alkalinity and calcium once I started doing that. So before I wasn't almost dosing very much at all. Now I'm doing 50 milliliters a day of each, so be ionic. So you can tell stuff's growing just from doing that. It made a huge difference.
You can see all that is just it's hooked up to his skimmer. That's it. Right there.
Yep, the air just sucks in through here instead of down here where it normally would. Filters the CO2 out of the air in my house.
Then of course over here he's got his Apex and his doser and everything. And, the brute cans. So he said this one here.
This is auto top off.
This is auto top off.
Yeah, I'm actually making some now.
And
when I fill it up, I'll put it into that can and do, that's salt water. And do water changes with that, and just keep running water into this one most of the time.
And now that's on a float valve, right? So that when it fills up the RO,
it'll shut off.
It'll just shut off.
Yeah.
Right. Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's pretty easy. I just kind of drain all my water from my sump into that hole right there. And
that's that.
Then I just use this to put it back in, turn it on. And I don't have to lift the bucket ever.
Yeah. Easy maintenance.
Sure.
So I'll just show you this real quick. This is obviously the hose is coming from the 45 Peninsula tank. And then obviously the white PVC is what you see on the wall out there for the Marineland 180. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's always appreciated. And you have a good day.